Hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. So to understand the chart here is really important to understand what XRP is doing here. XRP could have completed already its correction. It's too early for me to confirm that. It really is too early. So obviously with XRP here, we talked about this target area here. The price did then in the end really come perfectly towards that target area, hit the 78.6% FIB level at 57 cents. This just shows why I think it's so important to use limit orders when setting buy orders, because we talked about these levels here, and manually you probably would not have grabbed the low, but by using a limit order you could have. Yeah, so this was one of my buy orders here. The low hit the target area and now it is starting to move up. For me personally, it's too early to confirm that we have seen the low yet, because the downside potential is still very much there. We just have to be honest about that. So there is still a risk of downside potential. I just want to make that very clear, and that could easily happen when Bitcoin comes down. We are not in a confirmed uptrend yet. I mean, we are sort of here in a short-term uptrend, and things are not looking too bad. Things are actually looking quite good. I talked about that already in the previous video, that here on the XRP chart, I mean, we have here the 87-cent resistance. This is why the price is struggling to get through that level, because this is the most important Fibonacci retracement level at 61.8%. So the 61.8% FIB level at 87 cents. So we need to get at least above that previous rejection point here at, yeah, pretty much 87 cents. So failed here, and maybe it's doing the build up currently for the next move up. This provided it holds here this ascending trend line, yeah. So here at the moment I'm fairly neutral about XRP. I'm neither bullish nor bearish really, because it did everything it needed to do to complete the correction. I remained bearish here throughout this whole downtrend. From the moment on when we hit the target area, at any point really, it can now start to move to new all-time highs. But currently what's coming up here is still it's still a bit unclear, because until we really break above this level here, and I talked about that level many times, the $1 level, or let's call it $1.02, until we really break above that level, that is structurally, because of that high, a very, very important level. And until we break above that level, the downside potential still is very much there. Of course, the higher it goes, the more likely it is that we can see here that the price is basically yeah, that this uptrending scenario really gains dominance, yeah, and that the price and the market really decides for XRP to go up. Currently though, there is still a lot of uncertainty here, and while we are above this ascending trend line here, and as long as we stay above that, as long we go up, and we are, by the way, above the 50-day moving average here in orange. This one is currently at 78 cents. However, until we really break above that next rejection point at 87 cents, we are going to struggle. Yeah, and by the way, you don't only have that previous rejection point here, that important resistance level, and we had resistance here before, well, here, yeah, here it was support, and so on. Here we had a big area of trade. So it's a very, very relevant level, that level which we currently are seeing. But in my opinion, even more important for the further continuation of the price is that $1 level. That's a psychological, very, very important level. And again, here we have a lot of resistance and support levels, yeah. So it's a psychological, even more important level. $1, very important. And bear in mind, above 87 cents, you also have the 200-day moving average here at 90 cents. So there's a lot of resistance going on here. What is positive though is that we are moving against or towards that level in an ascending triangle. So you can of course see all of this here as an ascending triangle with this ascending support line, this horizontal resistance. It is an ascending triangle. It means we are making here constantly higher lows, not higher highs, but higher lows. And this could be understood as a building up for a breakout. In the previous video, I think I talked also about this being potentially a cup and handle, where we're forming the cup here, and this could then become the handle, okay, and then you break out and move all the way up. So quite a flat cup, but depending on how you see it, it's actually quite a nice one. So yeah, and this is also a potential breakout pattern, right? So this is what we're waiting for here. Exactly the next step is that 87 cent level, but directly after that you're facing the 200-day moving average and then the $1 and $2 level. So these are really the next key levels. And at the moment, when you break below that ascending trend line, then I think for now that's it, because then you will also break below the 50-day moving average, currently at 79 cents. And I think then the downside potential is very much real, and you could actually drop, let's show it, all the way down here to the target area again at 56, 57 cents. So it's still very, very real, that downside potential. And we have here a drop of around 30%, which is actually nothing too unusual in the crypto market. So we just need to understand that this is still very much real. We have not crossed any significant resistance levels yet. We have significant resistance levels here at 87 cents and $1, and we need to get beyond them, above them, in order to minimize the risk that we are coming once more lower. So at the moment, as I said, I'm fairly neutral about the chart. It has done the minimum requirement it needs to do for the correction, and now we need to see a first impulse, and we need to break above these levels. And then I get even more bullish about the chart. I mean, generally I am bullish about XRP, but of course I don't know yet, and nobody knows yet, if we are already in a confirmed uptrend. But things are looking good, and since my lowest buy order here, and since we hit the target area, we've made nicely 45% roughly. Yeah, at the peak here we already made 60%. Okay, that is XRP. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.